let's see how good photorealism is on Ideogram. So I created a few images. This was the first one that references a photo or a photograph. And I had a basic prompt, but I turned prompt magic on and or magic prompt. And my basic prompt here was a real life photo of the Great Wall of China. And as you could see, it kind of created different photos here. Probably on this screen recorder, it looks real life. But if you guys saw this image exactly, the closer it is, the more, I guess you could say, fake it looks. So from the distance, you can it looks kind of real, but from close up, it looks a little fake. I wanted to see if I can create some realistic type of photos for Adobe Stock, Vect Easy, different websites like that, and see if I could just kind of try things. I even tried some face portraits. So this was a prompt of a real human face, office setting portrait, and some of them are okay. Like this one it's okay, but it's not real. Obviously, this one doesn't look real. This one obviously doesn't look real, but this one I would say looks the realest. In fact, this is actually very, very close to something that looks completely real. If somebody showed me a photo of this in real life, I would not have guessed this was made by AI. So I think it just depends on the circumstance of the image. Now, if you notice here, when I click on this image, the magic prompt is not on, and this one is on. So could be that if I take the prompt and turn magic prompt off, I might get better results. So let's go ahead and try this first of all. And let me go over here to magic prompt, turn it off, hit generate. And once again, some people might be wondering, why would I want images that look like photographs? It's just something cool I like to upload to Adobe Stock, Vect Easy, and other websites. And sometimes I get messages of people asking like, what sells better? It really just depends on the market. It depends on the niche. There's not always so black and white. It depends on what's needed, what a company's looking for, and what they'll download. So it's, I always say try to upload as much as you can of everything, really. And you guys know my 10,000 rule. So you want to upload as much as you can. Don't quit until you reach 10,000 uploads, so that you could really feel the grunt of the work, and you'll get daily sales on a daily basis. So you'll not get one or two sales or one or three sales. It's really downloads. Downloads is the proper word. You'll get more than one download a day, and overall, it's really easy to do. So, I mean, you look at this image. This image looks real life to me. Let's see something like this. This looks pretty good as well. This one looks a little off, and I think maybe it's because of the eye. I don't know. Maybe because I was looking at this one prior to. But this one looks really good as well. But once again, the eye is what makes it a little bit off. But this is like 99% good. This is 99% good as well. This one is, I'd give it like 95%. And this one is probably the worst, but it's still really good. So it's not like I could say much, anything negative here. Speaking of like making money, downloads, things like that, when I upload to different stock photography websites, I think of who the ideal customer for these stock photography websites are. And usually it's media companies, usually it's, businesses like that. So if you want more guides, more information on stock photography, I'll leave some links in the description on how you can make money with it, and even some videos, some free videos on this YouTube. But I think of, what will companies look for? What will people search for? Because I want to get multiple downloads, like I said, on a daily basis. And sometimes I go after certain niches. I don't always do market research. I know people get hung up on that. Like I said, with stock photography, I want to upload as much as I can. So let's just try doing something a little different. So here we clearly know that it works with face portraits. But once again, I kept the magic prompt off here. As soon as I turn it on, it kind of shifts how things look. Because if I once again go to the profile, you could see magic prompt is on here, here, and even here, which these aren't desirable results in my opinion. These are okay. I mean, I could try something like this. So I could take, for example, this prompt. We could test it. Here I put an emphasis on photorealism, but you could see even here it's not fully there. But then again, you have magic prompt on. So let's test this prompt as well. And let's keep magic prompt off now that you know what it looks like with it on. We'll hit generate and we'll see. And while we're waiting, for those who are curious, I released a video quite recently about how much you can make per download and what you can expect when you upload kind of images like this to stock photography sites. So I'll leave that link in the description as well. But let's see here. Also, my quality settings. Let's see the quality settings. Here we have. Did I add a? Yeah, rendering is quality. So, this is kind of an improvement. I added photorealism. You could tell this does not look real. It almost looks plastic in a way. So it's not ideal for sure. An image like that. Let's go back to my profile here, and I want to show you my private creations. These are the ones that I really like. So this image here looks the realest to me. It looks like an apple, obviously, with some background that's blurred. And I could take this, right? And this is with prompt magic on. So, I mean, does it look decent? It actually does look pretty good. These are images I would upload. I wouldn't be opposed to uploading something like this. But let's go here. Instead of photograph of an apple, let's try something a little bit different. Let's try a pineapple. This is a little bit more difficult because you guys know the shape of a pineapple, those little prong kind of things on each part of the pineapple. There's a lot of it. We'll just shift here the aspect ratio. As soon as you shift the aspect ratio, it changes how the actual image will look. So let's give that a shot. And we kept magic prompt off here. Right after this, I'll create another generation with it on, and just to see how it looks. But let's see here what we got for these photos. And mind you, the quality is still on the highest. But yeah, these are pretty good as well. These are pretty good. Of course, if somebody really tried to nitpick, they could find them. But overall, these are pretty good. Now, for those who are curious, I will take these images, download them, upscale them, and then upload them right into whatever site I'm going to use. But I think overall, this did pretty good. In fact, if I was to compare this to Leonardo.Ai, I tried something very similar to this prompt. They messed up these little parts on the pineapple. Here, they look pretty good, so it works. Let's try something a little bit different. So let's type in photograph of a mansion. Actually, let's type in home kitchen table. And then we'll type in here farm style table. Let's see if it actually creates some of that. Actually, before I do that, yeah, hold on. Let's generate that. Why not? Let's generate prompt magic off. I know I was going to do the pineapple thing again. We'll turn that on in just a second because I forgot about that. But like I said, this is testing photorealism because, I just get curious as how it will compare to other softwares. And I always want to know, like, okay, this software is good at this software is good at that. And I go to those certain softwares to create. Yeah, these are all good photos. I would say these are good photos for sure. You can kind of see how they look. They're not the most detailed, but they are pretty good, for sure. There are some, little errors. Like, I don't know what that orange thing is or that yellow thing in the background. But overall, yeah, the details are pretty good. So let's go back to that pineapple. Let's click on this and let's go ahead and hit retry, but let's turn magic on and let's see if it makes a difference. I do think it will make a difference. As you saw with those portraits, it looked better with it off. So as a general rule, if this doesn't look better, keep the magic function off if you're going to use photorealism or you want like a photograph type of look with a certain camera. But these actually don't look bad. I would say that. Like, this image looks really good. I'd probably use this one before I use any others. This I wouldn't not use. This apple looks deformed a little bit. It would have been perfect, but it does look a little deformed, and there's like this yellow thing here. This image, it does look a little fake because the bottom here is like a little too round, but it doesn't look bad. And this one here, just a little too colorful. I wouldn't want it to get rejected for low quality. So I would go with something like this. This is a lot more detailed, and it looks really well. So this is the one I would go with if I was downloading it. But here you guys see the difference between the magic prompt for photorealism. Is it good? Is it not good? Are you guys going to use it? I think I will use it for sure. I'll max out my credits that I have on this account. I paid for a premium account on this. But then again, I pay for a lot of different software, so don't take that as a recommendation. Obviously, do what you want, go with what you want, use it how you want. But photorealism is handled, I would say, pretty good overall for Ideogram. I would give it an 8 out of 10. All right, guys? You guys let me know your rating. Let me know your opinions. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right? Peace out. Bye.